I'm ready.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to call this meeting of the Reed Fork School District 105 to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Would y'all please remain standing for a minute? Before we begin tonight's meeting, the board and the superintendent would like to take a moment to honor and remember Brian Bubs Reynolds, a cherished member of our school community who sadly passed away earlier this week. We invite you to join us in a moment of silence to reflect on his life and the impact that he had on this community around him. Thank you. As we carry on tonight's business, let us remember that our work here impacts each student as he is entrusted with it. It does take a village to raise a child, and we are honored to serve Reed Fork Village. If you ever got a chance to be around Brian, if he ever smiled, you know, he would light up a room. He would light up a room. So, you know, now that where he's at right now, he gets to do things that he never got to do here on earth. So we thank him for that. You may excuse, we'll get on with our business. Thank you. I'd like to call the budget hearing to order at this time. Individuals wishing to address the board during the budget hearing will fill out a community comment card upon entrance to the boardroom. Hopefully that was done. It is required to list the item you wish to address. Input address to the board is limited to no more than 3 minutes. Public input rules are for virtual attendance. Do we have anybody?
No.
Okay, thank you.
I do have additional questions I received from the board, though, that I have provided you guys. First question was regarding page 15. We had talked about this in our budget committee meeting about fees charged to grants. The district can charge and is going to start charging an administrative fee that will basically allow us to move funds from grant to the general fund. Next question was page 17 and additional pages asking about what are additional salaries. Additional salaries are for things such as coaching, advisor roles, your like freshman class advisors, and other functions like professional development and stuff outside of whatever's employees' normal job functions. So those fluctuate each year. They increase in some areas and decrease in others. Next question was about endorsements and licensures. So that question is not really a function of the budget committee's staffing and staffing questions of that nature. We won't really address in this. Next was page 53, function 2640. That is human resources. Next question was page 85, Early Learning Hub. Again, asking about additional salaries. That fund is the early literacy grant we received. typically is mostly for K through 3, and we have used those funds historically for professional development as we can, so that's where the additional salaries is. Next was page 109. On line item 111, about the 1.2 FTE. That is licensed staff. So that's 1.2 FTE of licensed staff. The exact function and roles of that, again, kind of outside of the budget committee purview, but it is designated for licensed staff. Then it's also asking about additional salary and title. That's mostly being reserved for professional development such as IRRE.
IRRE.
Institute for Research and Performing Education.
Lucky I could remember that, but I'm gonna have to look it up.
You already asked.
Next was page 124, Title 5, 6B, 5E, Rural Low Income title. These funds are currently allocated towards staffing. So that one is a pretty small amount. We don't receive much on that. And we are also waiting to see the impact and the resources we will receive on that due to the federal funding.
You don't have that amount yet.
I got Title 1A, but I haven't seen that one yet. Circling back to page 50, function 2552, student transportation. Asking if this is an administrator. This is an administrator. Yeah. And then Title 1A, how will funds be used? Page 102. Title 1A funds are for salaries, professional development, supplies, everything else under what title covers. The details of professional development and supplies kind of best answered by Ms. Bismuth here. Any additional questions from the board on the budget? The last page, employee stats. It was requested, so I provided the information. You can see that there is, and with this, employees are going to be in multiple classifications. So there's going to be kind of some overcross. 5 FTE of administrators, 8 of confidential, 4.66 of kitchen. This one district office personnel. There's roughly about 8, but some staff that are assigned to the district office, such as John, spend most of his time like in the Highland and stuff like that. So 5 FTE custodial, 15.6 instructional assistant, 4 office personnel, and between certified and registered teachers, 34.2. I believe roughly 5 registered, but I would need HR's assistance to pull that. So.
Do we need to take action on this now at this time, John?
When you come to that part of the agenda, page 3, top item, action. If you're finished with the budget hearing, we just need to adjourn it.
Any member of the board have any other questions or any other explanation? At this time, I'll adjourn the budget hearing. We'll move on to regular business. We do have a quorum. Is there any changes to the agenda?
No changes to the agenda.
Hey, the best time of the night, best part of the night, every month. Accolades.
Lots to celebrate tonight. We'll start off with our students. We have one left over from our May batch, so Mrs. Pringer, come on up with your student, Nyla Osorio. And Nyla already graduated. She doesn't technically have to be here, so I'm impressed to begin with.
Yes.
Right off the bat.
We appreciate that you allowed us to delay this. Both Manila, her mother, and I were all in dress rehearsal for the play on the night of the last board meeting, so overdue but well deserved. To the family of Manila Osorio, it is my absolute pleasure to recommend Manila Osorio for the Superintendent Award for May. I've had the pleasure of teaching Manila for the last 4 years in a combination of academic and elective classes at Reedsport Community Charter School. Fun fact, not in the letter, you are the student that I had most in my time at Reedsport. I had you more than anyone else. Good job making it through. Over that time, I have seen her grow from a quiet, thoughtful student to a dedicated and determined leader of her peers. She exemplifies the studentship, curiosity, and leadership that we celebrate with this award. Manila has been a cornerstone of our school theater program throughout her high school career. In addition to her considerable talent, she has consistently shown dedication and professionalism. Her classmates can count on her to have her lines learned and to put her full effort and energy into performing, even in circumstances that are less than ideal. Last year, when budget cuts caused our school to have to furlough right before the debut of our spring play, Clue, Manila and the rest of the cast organized rehearsals so that they could be ready for opening night. This year, as a senior, Manila took the lead in encouraging and mentoring our freshman students, helping them feel comfortable and welcome in our theater community, and as a result, many are going to be returning next year to take the class. Her commitment and hard work make her shine, but more importantly, she helps others shine as well. Outside of the classroom, Manila has been involved in both athletics and student government. She was a devoted member of her volleyball squad and showed great teamwork and a supportive attitude both on and off the court. She served as president of her class all 4 years of high school and was also our ASB president this year. She consistently worked to raise engagement and school spirit at RCCS, planning dances and choreographing her class's entry in our school lip sync battle, which will surely go down in history. In a time where many teenagers are well into their apathy era, Manila has always bucked that trend. Instead, she has nurtured a sense of school spirit and belonging that enriches our entire community. She has set the bar for all those who would follow in her footsteps and will be sorely missed. Congratulations. All right.
Stick around, we'll get the photo at the end with everybody again.
Oh, okay.
Next, we will call up Mrs. Knoll, with her student Christian Martinez.
Right, to the parents of Christian Martinez. I have the honor of presenting the Superintendent Award to Christian Martinez. I chose Christian because of his incredible dedication, resilience, and hard work that he shows every day. Your journey has not always been easy, but what stands out most about you is that you never give up. Even when work was challenging, when others may have chosen to step back, you kept moving forward with determination and courage. You have shown what it truly means to be dedicated. You ask questions when you need help and push yourself beyond what was comfortable. all because you care deeply about learning and growing. That kind of commitment doesn't just make a great student, it builds a strong, successful, and compassionate person. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Your perseverance is inspiring. You are proof that hard work and heart can overcome any obstacles. I've had the pleasure of watching your journey since kindergarten. I'm very proud of you and what you have accomplished so far. Never stop believing in yourself. The strength you've shown will carry you far, not just in school, but in life.
Call for our next elementary student. Mrs. Haddock is presenting Jace Wall.
To the family of Jace Wall, it is my pleasure to nominate Jace for the Superintendent Award for the month of June 2025. I've had the opportunity to get to know Jace since I joined Highland Elementary School in February, and he has truly made a positive impression. Jace is a 6th grade student who consistently demonstrates dedication, perseverance, and dependability. He is a creative thinker with a unique perspective on academic concepts. Jace is self-aware of both his strengths and areas for growth, and he approaches challenging work with determination. He communicates his needs effectively and shows resilience by working through problems until they are resolved. Jace has a strong passion for video games and often draws connections between gaming and academic tasks. If he can relate a lesson to a video game, he will, often explaining in detail how the two are alike. This creative approach reflects his ability to think critically and make learning meaningful for himself. In addition to his academic strengths, Jace is a kind and thoughtful classmate. When he sees a peer struggling with a concept, he offers encouragement or assistance. At the end of the day, he also helps staff by stacking chairs and ensuring Chromebooks are properly plugged in. It is my hope that Jace will continue to demonstrate perseverance and dedication throughout his educational journey. I look forward to seeing all that he will accomplish as he continues to grow and pursue.
Moving into the high school, Mr. Smart has brought Brogan Loperway.
To the parents of Brogan Loper, it is my pleasure to write this letter in support of why Brogan is the deserving recipient of the Superintendent Award for the month of June 2025. I've had great pleasure of getting to know Brogan for the last year and the year prior in my shop class. Brogan has inspired me to be a better teacher through his actions in the classroom. I've seen him respond to instruction and then apply those techniques to produce impressive projects. During my lecture times, I've noticed that Brogan absorbs the information presented to them and effectively applies it to the related tasks. In speaking with other staff members about Brogan, I have found that I am not alone in appreciating a student who is actively listening and participates in classroom discussion and learning. Additionally, I have witnessed Brogan help other students who may be struggling to understand the material and hesitant to operate machinery. Brogan has consistently demonstrated leadership and support, serving as a role model for both the peers and for me. His positive influence helps me to remain motivated and inspired, especially when working with students who are more difficult to engage. I am excited to see where Brogan's future will take him, not only throughout the high school years, but also in the years beyond. Brogan possesses tremendous potential, and he continues to work hard, and the future is undeniably bright for him and those around him. For these reasons, I am proud to nominate Brogan for this award.
Last but not least, Mr. David has brought Mercedes Merrifield with him.
The parents of Mercedes Merrifield, today I am honored to present this June Superintendent's Award to Mercedes. Over the course of this school year, Mercedes has been a standout student and a wonderful example of what it means to lead with kindness and dedication. Mercedes has been a student in my leadership class all year and has also served as a teaching assistant to my junior high app creators class for the second semester. Watching her growth and development has been nothing short of inspiring. At the start of the year, she was a little shy and unsure of herself as a leader, but as the months went by, she's come out of her shell and really got started to shine. One of the things I admire most about Mercedes is how she takes initiative. She's a self-starter who always completes her work with great attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's a leadership project or helping younger students and app creators, she always gives it her best effort and finishes with the job well done. Mercedes is not only a hard worker, but also a kind and supportive friend to everyone around her. She leads with empathy and is always there to lend a helping hand or share an encouraging word. These skills really got a moment to shine recently when she was volunteering at our blood drive gala. I know that next year, as our ASB secretary, she will continue to bring her thoughtful leadership and positive attitude to everything she does. Mercedes, thank you for your dedication, your kindness, and your wonderful leadership. I can't wait to see all the amazing things you accomplish next year and beyond.
And if we can get all 5 students and their staff back up, I know if we want to get a photograph and be able to post that.
Thank you.
Large group. All right, everybody look over here. I'm going to take a few pictures because sometimes people look away or don't smile and your mom wants to see you smile. Good job.
All righty, along with the accolades, we're going to honor a couple of our retiring staff. And we'll let Ms. Boer do that.
I asked for this because I have worked with all 3 of these wonderful people for many, many, many years. And I know they're looking forward to their retirement, and I wish them all the best in their future. So, Mr. Vasquez. Appreciation of your commitment to education, dedicated service, and countless contributions to our district and community, for all the lives you have impacted and students you have inspired. To love learning, we honor you. Please vote for this. Thank you, Dan. Mrs. Howell. Many different hats over the years. And this is also in appreciation of your commitment to education, dedicated service, and countless contributions to our district and community, for all the lives that you have impacted in many different hats, and students you have inspired to love learning, and to honor you. Thank you, Trina. It's been awesome working with you. Mrs. Kaufman. Not that all these people haven't touched my life, my grandkids' lives too. I saw Connie come to the district when she was a student teacher, and boy, she's a good teacher, let me tell you that. She has a lot of care for her students and a lot of love for her students. So Connie, for you, and appreciation of your commitment to education, dedicated service, and countless contributions to our district and community, for all the lives you have impacted, and students you have inspired to love learning.
out front here to take a picture, please?
You want us to do?
Or, yeah, come out here in the front, and I'll take a picture with the 3 teachers.
You guys be in the back? There we go.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm gonna take a few pictures. Thank you all.
Well, now I guess it's my turn. So we have 2 board members that aren't going on any further with their careers, and we'd like to recognize them. First one, Carrie Albright. In recognition of your unwavering support and steadfast dedication to empowering every student through both word and action, your service on the Reedsport School Board has profoundly enriched the lives of our students and staff and stands as a lasting example of leadership, commitment, and community spirit. And let me tell you, she's one that, you know, can put a guy in his place if he, even if he doesn't want to work out with that. Okay, if he tries to go out that way.
Okay.
Mr. Jack Daly. Well, Jack, in recognition of your unwavering support and steadfast dedication to empowering every student through both word and action, your service on the Reedsport School Board has profoundly enriched the lives of our students and staff and stands as a lasting example of leadership, commitment, and community spirit. And I gotta say, when, you know, things get tough, Jack just pulls up his big boy pants and just says it how it needs to be said. And it's been a comfort and a joy here. So Jack, thank you so much.
And if I could get the board in front here one more time, because I gotta take a picture of all of you together.
Boy, you're kind of greedy with it.
I know, I'm very bossy today.
You were right.
Oh, you gotta get your back.
Sorry, can't stop crying. Okay. Love you guys. There you go. Thank you.
I'm so proud of myself. I did that enough.
Oh, you've been unpinned.
And before we move on with the rest of our meeting, if anybody would like to take their leave, you are welcome to. There are cookies and cupcakes in the hallway here to thank you for coming. We appreciate your time.
Okay,
Over
let's,
here, balloons.
Oh, we can.
Balloons?
I think they're your balloons.
All right.
Yeah.
Going the wrong way here.
Oh, you bailed it? You just nod off with your teeth.
There's one.
There you go. Hey.
Mom, my sister, my son.
Say
hello.
On Alaska, Arizona.
Oh, they're online?
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Hey, guys. They're probably laughing. Bye, guys.
Okay, reports. Let's go on with reports. Association of Bridgeport Educators quarterly report. So Tara Adams, you and your steampunk hat, you're
If you think I look a little bit odd with my hat today, it's because we had our end of the year house party. So our school is divided into 4 houses. You have, yeah, party in the house. You have your shirts. We've delivered those for you. So 4 of you will be happy to know that Haruma won. So we won the kids win these. Yay! The kids win these points for academics as well as good behavior. So it's a great way to push academics. So thank you for the slides up here. If we could go to the next one, please. The blood drive. So units collected at the RCCS blood drive exceeded the goal, and we have enough blood to save 99 lives now. And our student leader, Denise Ameriquin, has the goal of 2 blood drives next year. So, RCCS Field Day. So it was an afternoon of fun and creativity. There was relay races and dancing and kickball and sidewalk chalk, and the kids had a great time out in the sun. So, a watermelon eating contest as well. So, there's one slide that I don't think got into the slides up here because I put them in last minute, but I can give you all this copy too. So the RCCS play happened, which was Shakespeare's A Midsummer's Night's Dream. It sold $2,000 worth of ticket sales and donations. 30 students were involved, and 20 were on the stage. 300 tickets were sold, and it was filmed by Mr. Daly, so we're hoping to get that on the YouTube website later. Okay, so now to the RCCS math. Algebra 2 students did an incredible job presenting their quadratic Mad Lib projects to 7th and 8th graders today during a cakewalk and bingo themed activity. So the 11th graders at RCCS showed their younger audience how to model real-world applications of math. So good job there. Next slide, please. Patriotism essays. So Mrs. Lasky's English class for the Elks Lodge Americanism essay competition, they had to answer the question, what does patriotism mean to me? And the winners were awarded dinner with their families at the Florence Elk Lodge. So our CCCS art winners, ADAPT's Art of Prevention winners won a total of $1,400 in cash prizes. The categories were substance misuse prevention, suicide self-harm prevention, problem gambling and gaming prevention, and general prevention and resilience. All of the entries were on display at the health fair. And there was the Douglas County Traffic Safety Poster Contest as well. And then we have some chicken feet. So y'all can't keep these because they belong to students, but I wanted to bring them by to show you the chicken feet. If you'd like to handle one, you absolutely can hold it.
Why did you I know you mummified them.
Mm-hmm.
Can we see the mummy unwrapped?
Absolutely. So that's what I brought. This one?
Oh, thank you. See,
It was pretty cool.
Okay. So yeah, they mummified these for a study on ancient Egypt. So it was a cross-curricular with Mr. Adams in the science department.
Mhm.
But that's what they look like underneath.
Did you paint the nails,
The kids,
classic Egyptian colors?
it's not. The kids just wanted to paint the nails, and I said, why not?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I have to say, I got to witness all that.
I was babysitting the dog.
It was-
I didn't make yours.
Really fun to watch the kids in all the Thank you for doing that, Ms.
It was the
Sanders.
first one I
Like
went
a
to.
1,780-pound cow, would you got, were your class right? Did you take that on?
I don't know if I have a room in any classroom at RCCS.
There's
for that,
easier
but
ways to make jerky.
yes.
This is awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
A shout out from RCCS to Becky Walls at HES for the amazing work she has done with student elections. So thank you to Becky Walls. The Wax Museum, my daughter participated in this, absolutely had a great time. Third grade Wax Museum was a success, and the students dressed as historical figures and gave 2-minute speeches to visiting audiences. Waterfield Day was today in the 2nd grade. So that's fun. Home Gardens, 1st grade growing experience. The students are getting gardens to take back home for the summer. Okay, so the 6th grade promotion ceremony for students promoted to middle school. Each student received a certificate and they were honored for maths growth, attendance, most improved academics, most improved behavior, and 4 students read their favorite Highland memory essays, and the students are very proud. We are proud of them. Looking forward to them being at RCCS. The Highland Art Show, there was 224 entries. The best in show was a 2nd grader named Atlas Moore. That's our ARE recordings.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tara, how many schools competed in that program at the Elks in Florence?
How many schools? I'm not sure I can get that information. It was more than just us though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of the Elks members. They were interviewing me for a job up there, and they were pretty impressed with these 4 kids. So I mean, kind of made me proud. Yes.
To follow up on that, Harper Spurgeon, who was one of the winners, won it in 5th grade as well. When she was in 5th grade, she won 1st place.
Really?
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. Cool.
Well done. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Josh, your turn.
Financials. On the financial page, that looks like so. The line state school fund, which is about in the middle of that top section. You heard me bring up the 275,000 number a lot throughout the year. We had a close estimate from the beginning of the year to where we will be finishing. It will be 263,000 less. So we started the year at 6.286 million. And we'll have received just over 6 million in payments. So unfortunate to receive that little, but we were prepared for it. Overall, the health of the district looks really great. Everyone has been fantastic and working hard and following the budget and saving money where they can. So big shout out to all the staff and Reed support for their support in that. Any questions regarding the financials?
Josh, do you have an idea about how long ago that the state stopped the mandatory every year they would send ONC monies to the schools? Do you know what, 10 years ago, 20 years ago?
They have not sent ONC monies to the schools in the 13 years that I've been doing it. So before 2010.
Okay.
So does that mean that the county gets it, but this is not distributed to the schools? That is correct.
So it goes to the maintenance, county maintenance, and whatever.
Yes.
No, it goes to all them beautiful places you can camp in. It's Winchester Bay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So I did send an email because of, we brought it up a few times at board meetings and in the budget meeting, and I did send an email to the county and just asked for confirmation, and they did confirm that ONC monies do not get distributed to the schools. We only receive federal forest fees, which ends this year. And the amount we received for federal forest fees this year was like 13% of what we typically get.
Yeah, 8,400.
County should look somewhere else for their money. Leave the schools alone.
I mean, the ONC funds were supposed to be supporting all activities within the county, and it's just unfortunate that they found a way to cut the school districts out of that, but
Is that same in most counties too?
yeah.
They're all doing it?
Yeah. You know, public works and public safety
Yeah.
benefit the schools, so there is their loophole.
Yeah. I digress, sorry.
Any questions for Josh? I know you're saving them all for when Rachel gets back.
I was sick that day.
Okay, thank you, Josh. Superintendent, sir.
I have a maintenance custodial report and nothing to report in special education. So on the maintenance custodial side, there have been 601 work tickets for the year, 544 tickets complete, 32 new and 32 in progress. So staying ahead of items that need to be done. With just under 19 days left in the fiscal year, I completed 98 more tickets than were submitted in the whole year last year. Upcoming projects, they're taking bids for security fencing at the back parking lot of the high school. We don't have bids received yet. That is out. This morning, Mr. Shoppy had his first on-site meeting with the contractor for that project, and several requests for bids were solicited. In essence, we have a thoroughfare in the back parking lot. Control the flow, have more of a one-way, one entrance setup like we have. The neighboring side and the shop side, we can secure the school so that people need to come through the front doors, so we know who they are, why they're there. That's the intent of the project.
Maybe gates for events and various.
Yeah. So we have basketball, volleyball, and need to open things up and egress in and out and turnstiles that will exit during the school day. So if kids and patrons do need to leave, they need to return to the front doors. So it's going to change some of the student behaviors quite a bit, but it's also going to drastically improve our office's awareness of who they have in their school and why.
If there, has this been, has it been assessed for safety in case of the need of quick exiting the building? Because you're still under the cover of that awning. Are people going to be able to get out quickly, even with turnstiles?
Fire marshal has to be part of the development of this, so part of soliciting bids is what are our options available, because we know we have several requirements. Updated Highland Park, we had a member of the community donate funds for concrete walkways right out here by this gazebo, so that we could create more of a sloped ramp, so that people, perhaps in wheelchairs, for example, can get to that gazebo without going through the rough ground. We're also going to install walkways from the gazebo to the walking path bordering softball fields, and have donated work will begin soon. Community volunteers are invited for that project. They probably prefer people with concrete experience, concrete finishing. Another note, they secured paneling at the back of the grandstands as best we can. Security of the lower sections, and in some cases just removal of the metal, depending on what was the more appropriate action for what they could reach, basically. Getting a off-road scissor lift back in there in that tight space is a little bit of a trick. So putting it up, I'm not sure how they did it, but it was an experience, I'm sure. The contract for tree removal has been sent out to Darrell Murphy. We have the bid to be accepted for the Highland Playground area and those trees. He says that the mills are paying for timber right now, and we should be able to pay for the cost of the project with the proceeds from the timber sales. It's expected to happen over the summer, but we don't have students for the most part or teachers infrequently, so the building should be empty when this work is going on. And that is Mr. Shockey's maintenance custodial report.
John, at one time we gotten bids on the shop roof there at RCCS. What is the status on that roof? Is it
Those projects are coming to go. We've been putting on, I don't remember the name of the product, it's the white plasticky stuff. But they can do that themselves. They got trained last year to get a portion above where the locker room areas are at the high school.
custodial staff?
Yeah. So the custodial staff have been trained how to do that. So they have to do several steps in the process, and a lot of it's weather dependent, but that's stuff that we are doing in-house now.
Oh, okay.
I forget, I apologize for not knowing the name of the material.
GP probably. Single one.
You would know.
Okay, we're ready for special education quarterly report.
There is none for this meeting.
Any questions for John? By any board members? A consent agenda, routine actions that typically require no discussion, such as the approval of previous meeting minutes and the acceptance of donations are frequently addressed collectively in a single vote by the board. Mr. Daly, didn't your group donate a bike this year?
Yeah, we've donated 3 of them, but.
Oh,
we've
you did it
got-
by the quarter?
Yeah, we're doing it by the
Oh,
quarter,
okay.
so I'm kind of waiting, till tomorrow. My daughter-in-law will get me
Okay.
a name, and then I think, John, you will take care of that, because I'll be fishing tomorrow, so. Walmart's out tomorrow, so I'll come by Friday with it. Oh, is anybody gonna be here Friday? Okay, I'll drop it off here Friday. So, but yeah, we, 4 a year. So,
Okay.
hopefully it helps kids, maybe a little bit of a boost out the door in the morning.
I'd entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented, A through E.
Okay.
Second.
Approved by, motion made by Bonnie, seconded by Jack. All in favor, raise your hand. Unanimous. There you go, good deal. All right. Moving to action item. Adoption of the 2025-2026 Streetsport School District budget. I'd entertain a motion. Board's ready to vote.
Yes, and it will need to be, read. It should be at the very end of the
Very
packet.
last page of your packet.
You're asking a lot there, buddy.
I am.
I make a motion to accept the resolution number 04-24-25, resolution adopting the budget. Be it resolved that the board of the Reedsport School District hereby adopts a budget for fiscal year 25-26 in the total amount of $16,066,482.34.
62. 62.
62. What did I say?
You said 82.
Well, resolution making appropriation, be it resolved that the amount shown below are hereby appropriated for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2025 for the following purposes. That all has to be read, Josh?
Fund the amount.
Okay. General fund, 10,225,178. Fiduciary funds, 134,687. Internal service funds, 85,000. Special revenue funds, 2,930,913. Debt service funds, 1,119,077. Capital projects, 339,384. Total appropriations, 14,834,239. Total adopted budget, 16,066,462. Resolution imposing the tax, be it resolved the following, that Valerian property taxes are hereby imposed upon the assessed value of all taxable property within the district for tax year 25-26 at the rate of $4.3788 per thousand assessed value for permanent rate tax, and in the amount of $721,572 for bonds. So that's what we go on bonds?
No, that's what the payment is for this year. Sorry.
Oh.
Josh, I'm sorry.
Okay. So that's what we paid for the bond. And how much do we have left? Don't ask.
I was gonna say I'd have to look, but
Is it a lot?
About 7 years worth.
Is there a second?
It's not done.
You're not done.
Still got more to go?
Yeah.
Resolution categorizing the tax, be it resolved that taxes imposed are hereby categorized for purposes of Article 11, Section 11B as subject to the education limitation, permanent rate tax of 4.3788 per thousand. Outside the education limitation, general obligation bonds, 721,572. The above resolution statements were approved and declared adopted on June 11, 2025.
Who's that?
Are you gonna second that?
I'm gonna second that.
Very good. Motion made by Bob, seconded by Jack to approve the 25-26 budget. All in favor, raise your hand. Passes unanimously. Thank you, Terry. Oh, that was high. On that 7 years on that bond, we need to work on that, because before I die or get off this board, we're gonna have a new gym for them little kids at that grade school, so I wanna work on that, please. Just saying, whoever's listening. Or sitting in the front row, so. Okay. Community comments, do you have any, John?
I don't see any on the board, Charmin or Al. Charmin, any community comments?
Sorry, couldn't find my unmute button. No, there are no community comments at this time.
Okay, thank you. Discussion. Yes, Rachel.
I just want to take a moment to recognize Josh and the amazing work that he's done, especially in this last year, and the immense amount of research that he has completed for the construction excise tax, being proactive on the budget, making sure that everything was accurate and well communicated, and that he is an amazing member of our team in the fiscal office, and we couldn't do the work that we do without him, and I think that it needs to be recognized by the board how much he has done to try to be transparent with all of you. So, just
didn't fall on his face?
No. No. In fact, he probably propped me up more often than not, so.
Well, he's a good hand.
Yes.
He's not near as fun to tease as you are, though.
Only doesn't turn as red as I do.
We'll work on that.
So. We'll work on that. Okay.
We'll give him some of this. Or some of
I'd like
John's.
to thank Mrs. Adams for the t-shirts.
Ooh,
Yes,
yeah, thank
they
you
are
so much.
really cool. Really cool.
And we won.
We won.
Board comments. Curio.
I'm up first? Okay. Well, I was gonna prepare some comments, but then I was packing, so. Go off the cuff.
Okay.
Anyway, I just wanted to say to the staff and the students of Reedsport School District how very honored I am to have been at your service for the last 4 years. It was an incredible experience. I have enjoyed almost every minute of it. But it's been really insightful and a great learning opportunity. And I just want to say how absolutely, what's the word I'm looking for? I really respect the authority of the professionals in the room who do their jobs and to keep this district together. And that's our staff, our administrators, you know, everyone comes together to really provide a pretty phenomenal experience for the kids here. And we've been through some hardships. Like, I came in during COVID, and that was rough. And this last year, we've had some pretty daunting funding issues, and again, made it through that, and I think pretty well and fairly unscathed when I look around at some of the disruptions in other districts. So I just want to say how grateful I am for the people who lead this district for the benefit of the children in this district, mine included. And I guess to you, the future is upon us. It doesn't look like it's going to be any easier in terms of, you know, some of the potential for chaos and disruption that is coming in the future. And I just want to implore the board to remember that stability and continuity are the best indicators of success and district well-being. The children that we serve will bear the consequences of any future disruption and chaos. And I really just implore you to continue to seek the guidance of steady and proven leadership within the district, both on the board and within the administration, in order to serve the children that we serve. And I am sorry I'm not going to be here to help you with those things. I think it's hard to step away when, you know, I know that there's a little bit of an uphill battle to face. And I know you guys are going to do a good job. And I appreciate every one of you on the board. Thank you. And thank you to John and your administration for really holding it all together and the professionalism that you bring to the district. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank everyone for doing a great job. So, my 2 cents.
Well, who wants to take a chance of following that up, huh?
Jack?
Oh. Oh. Yes, when you're standing on the outside, you know, looking in here, you know, it's why aren't they doing this, why aren't they doing that? When you finally get in here, you really see how tough, and you see the caliber of people that are involved in this school district from everywhere. Charmin, John, Rachel, everybody, I mean, to support this mess. when you got everything coming down on top of you. You're tough. And yeah, it's been an adventure and a pleasure and an honor to serve on this board and see what it's really like in here. You know, so when people say something to me, I can say, yeah, no, you need to go away and quit running your mouth, because you don't have a clue what they're fighting in there. And that's it.
Thank you, Jen.
Could I amend mine?
What?
Can I make an amendment?
I guess.
You are the glue, and I want to thank you so much, and I'm sorry in my off-the-cuff, unprepared comments, because I didn't forget you, Charmin. You're amazing. And we owe an invaluable debt of gratitude to you for holding it all together. So, thank you.
Bob?
Good. Well, you too. Did I miss you? It's been an interesting several years. With 5 of us on the board, a lot of challenges, a lot of obstacles we've had to overcome, a lot of things that we have yet to do. And I wish you both very well in your not having to go to all the meetings and stuff.
All our free time.
Your free time, yeah, always free time. You get your free time back.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, I have other meetings too. I only have 6 more meetings I have to attend to a month.
Well, we'll be thinking about you guys.
Yeah.
Every month. So anyway, enjoy your new adventures and stuff, and thank you for being on the board. And thanks for actually all of our staff, and for the administrators down to classified and everything in between and below. Thank you. Yeah. Appreciate you guys. Looking forward to better times and more adventures. And more chicken feet.
I'm still gonna hold out for Mom getting that cow.
Cow pie.
You know, my thing would be, you know, we're at the end of the year, and, you know, I'm kind of an ornery old cuss, and I've been in some battles here the last 1.5 years, 2 years, and sometimes I wonder, you know, I dread coming I used to dread coming here on a Wednesday and thinking, dadgum, it's just gonna be another fight. You know, we gotta explain ourselves. But then I see all those kids coming in here to get their accolades, you know, and their teachers have presented, and kind of puts a smile on my face, and I just want to put on the gloves and say, yeah, bring it on. You know, I remember then what I'm on this board for, and it's worth it. I mean, right now, we are in a good place. We have, except for the state and federal government, but we have an administration that is wonderful, you know, and it's not easy for John or for Jerry or for, you know, us to have to lose anybody. I mean, we're, like I said when we talked about Bubs, it takes a village, and this is our village. And, you know, when you try and do something without the money that the state should be giving us, it's hard and it hurts. And you know, you walk out of here, and I try and walk out of here after every meeting with my head held high. And I just, you know, I went to Silverton High School the other night, I was at Florence High School, and I'm seeing these schools, and I hear what's going on, and I talk to some of their board members, and I'm trying to find ways that's gonna help our district, and it's like, we're not so bad. I mean, holy smokes, everybody's just like us. They're fighting, they're losing teachers. You know, the graduation at Silverton had a 10-minute lull because everybody was crying about some teachers that got cut because they got no money for their budget. And this is a celebration of seniors. They're 12, and some of them, they're 13 years of school. And it's like, you know, so I get, on the drive home, it's like, you know, I'm smiling, even though we got it bad. We got administration that's doing great things. We got, you know, you just gotta keep reminding your buildings that, why we're here. And, I mean, if you went to the scholarship evening, you got to see a lot of money raised locally for our seniors, $111,000, holy smokes. You know, and it just makes you smile because that's why we're here. You know, our GPAs for all of our seniors was up. You know, I mean, you look at the kids coming in, the boys were dressed in nice pants and nice, you know, some of them wore a sports jacket, a lot of them had ties on, and, you know, it was just, I mean, it makes you, it revitalizes you to say, yeah, I'm gonna go to my meeting on Wednesday, and I'm gonna fight for this all over again, and make it happen. And you see the things that are going on at the grade school, and, you know, 6th grade graduation, which I missed, I got the wrong day. I canceled the wrong doctor's appointment. So, but, I mean, it just, you hear from the teachers in the class and the parents and stuff, and it's like, yahoo. I'm not a big Facebook person or anything like that, but, you know, so when you're talking to the people, you know, you try and get from the meat counter in McKay's to the checkout stand, you get to hear a lot what's happening in your schools or whatever else, and so you get filled in, and it's just, you know, and I had a lady the other day saying, you know, I was watching, I saw you up there, and, you know, you're on the school board, and, you know, thank you, but why did you do that to yourself? It's like, it's fun. I mean, I get to see all those kids, and get to see what they're doing, and I don't want somebody up here that's gonna be lazy or not do it, you know, not fight for these kids, and that's why I do it. And so to you guys out there, thank you so much. You know, I'm still waiting for an offer to go for a ride on, you know, Mr. Euling's motorcycle. I plan on being around for a few more years, so. Anyways, to all of you, thank you so much. You know, it's not gonna get any easier by looking at Josh's financial report. You know, it's not Josh's fault, but, you know, we got good heads that are leading us and, working it for the kids, and, you know, so anyways, that's my spiel. Jack, it's been wonderful working with you. Carrie O, thanks for keeping me honest, put me in my place when I needed to be there. And, yeah, we still got one more meeting for this month, or this year, don't we? July. Yeah.
You do, Jack and I don't.
Yeah. So.
Thank you for the reminder, Carrie.
Future agendas, June 16th through the 18th, CASA Annual Seaside Conference. John will be attending. First regular session board meeting of the 2025-2026 school year is Wednesday, July 9th at 5:30 p.m. here in boardroom. We'll be inaugurating 2 new board members. So tighten your belts and get ready, Kim and Cindy. So if there's nothing else, we're adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Carrie.